Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Charlotte's offense takes the field for the first. Today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Can make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Charlotte! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hodges. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, this this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Touchdown, midshipman. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. And the 49ers have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the 1st. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. 1st down for this offense. That's another solid. They'll give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all...
There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The 49ers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nicholas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken...
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They'll run the option. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Give to the big fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the big fullback. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
To the air, it's Woodson. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Navy will have to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On the direct snap, it's Nicholas. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20, the 10, touchdown Navy. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the 49ers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Wide open downfield.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Raymond. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Raymond. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback keeper. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air, it's Woodson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
And here comes the Navy offense. Run it with the fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Woodson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The 49ers will have it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll do it himself, finding open areas. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Chants team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the fullback. Running into the open space. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Niners! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Goes to the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. It's Woodson. Get it out on the screen. Makes one man miss. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work from big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense moving forward.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. You've got to be able to run if you're the Navy quarterback like Roger the Dodger back in the day.
Yeah, you know it. You came here, you signed up for it. When you go to Navy and you play quarterback, you know what your responsibilities are. And
there he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Midshipman.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, 1st snap of the drive from the 25. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The give to the lone running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Touchdown, 49ers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Release to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense in a split backfield. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Touchdown, Navy! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
31, Charlotte, 27.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Here comes the option. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few 1st downs. This one's over.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
This offense did what they needed to do. They knew it was going to be tough, having to deal with the noise here on the road. Job well done.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Put me out of my misery. What's that? Nope, I lost. I lost the movie. It's insane. I'm ready to smash this thing.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows,
I had the ball with 2 minutes left. They missed 2 field goals too. And then I was rolling out with my quarterback and they hit me and he fumbled and they took it and scored.
The Kansas State Wildcats.
Hi, Taylor.
On a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
And then it was crazy. Let's see.
Syracuse will kick
Uh-oh,
off
what
and
happened?
will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5.
Okay.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the back.
That's insane.
They'll knock him down.
Maybe
after
just have like an
pickup of
impingement or
1 to the
something.
18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's
And a little more
nuts.
space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way
Yeah,
across
or at least,
the
like,
field. And the
find
DB
out
just
what
can't
is
stay
wrong
with
with my
him
shoulder.
because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Scanning the field, it's Mahan. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Are you ready for me?
And they'll come to the line just needing a
Yeah.
few chain links for a first down. Second
I
down,
did?
they'll go to the air.
Oh,
Grab near
this
the
is a
marker.
Cracker
It's
Jack
Burke.
pick.
That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back
all
over
sorts
the
of
middle of
that
the
stuff
field.
today.
You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Well, there we go. It worked out.
Man,
Gained
those
6
screen
yards.
passes, I want those defensive linemen to run
Plenty.
right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Oh,
Picks up the
stupid
first
Maham.
down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long
Gotcha.
situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection. Keeps the football.
I
and gets
hate
the
that.
first
I had
down.
like some guy that would like, I had like, ooh, I got like 30 upgrade points. But all his skill
Back
caps
to pass.
are shot. So there's nothing I can do.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Oh, I
Still,
know
he
you
gave
are.
him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they
Boy.
want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down.
No!
Fires to the big fella. He's inside headed to the end zone, and he'll take it
Cody,
in and house
you're
it.
officially ending my
Touchdown,
college football
Wildcats.
career, I think. I think I'm going to take up
And this
badminton
offense just
on
made their first
PlayStation.
statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense.
Is this your
really
first or
on to
second year with
protect
him?
this lead.
Yeah, I feel. And your first game is when you beat the piss out of Kev, right?
At their own 25.
That's wild. A little secret.
Off-play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the
See, tackle ain't that great.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
It pissed me off losing to Miami.
On the second level and get on those DBs,
I mean, they were really good.
Syracuse ready to go to work
But I had
first down.
4 hoops coming. I maxed out all my receiving every week.
That's a really nice play.
I mean, my
first down,
visits.
the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This sucks.